Dead living room marriage. That is our subject, and so many people are living in a dead living room. How many millions of men and women, when they come home, they feel more alone than when they were at work? They feel less understood, less seen, less connected to. Their spouse is reading a book, most likely entertaining themselves by all of the things on their phone. Sometimes you can literally sit on a sofa and watch a spouse sit there for an hour and just know that there is absolutely no reason for them to be doing that. Or they could be watching a football game for days, or they could be playing golf all day Saturday. There's lots of ways of avoiding your spouse, but the living room, that place where we can have emotional connection and valuing each other, that is a sacred place. And you want to make sure that it stays safe. One of the best things to do is take your TV out of there. Put your TV in a place where it's kind of inconvenient to go to. That would be fantastic all by itself. But you want to be able to be proactive in the living room. What are the disciplines that we're going to have when we move towards our spouse when we come home? Do we kiss them, or do we pet the dog? Okay, do we hug them? Do we ask them genuinely, sit down and say, tell me what happened with you today? What about the kids, work, what happened? Catch me up. Do we have a discipline of doing that? Do we have a discipline of that physical affection? Even if it's just a 30-second hug is way better than that little, hey, honey. What are our disciplines to make sure that our living room stays living? Do we share our feelings together? Do we pray together? Do we read together to one another? Do we play games together? Do we play cards together? What makes the living room alive? You need to figure that out for yourselves, but if it's dying, why? For so many years, I've worked with couples who struggle with intimacy anorexia, and that is the active withholding of spiritual and emotional intimacy from their spouse. They feel married and alone. Their spouse is too busy for them. They blame them for problems in their relationships. They withhold love, they withhold praise, they withhold spiritually, they withhold their emotions. They're unwilling to share their feelings with their spouse. Oftentimes they have a negative narrative towards their spouse. They're oftentimes very critical of their spouse. And sex itself can be withheld either by not having it or not being fully participating during it. Either way, the withholding can be significantly painful. And that affects the living room, because who wants to be with someone who doesn't touch them, doesn't connect to them, doesn't take responsibility when they make a mistake, it doesn't have the capacity to look at them in the eye and just talk to them like a person, like you did when you were dating. For whatever reason, your living room has become dead. You want to seek out maybe a solution. You can get the book 10-Minute Marriage, do some of those exercises. You can get marriage counseling if you need it, if you need support, educate yourself on something, or look at the things that are keeping you from that living room experience, okay? And if it's the kids, maybe they're staying up too late. If there's other things that are in the way, maybe you lighten your schedule. Maybe you go for a walk on the days that you can, just for 30, 45 minutes, and you get where you are experiencing one another again. Whatever you can do, proactively do. And if you get resistance from your spouse, see if you can say, okay, why don't we want to do this? Why have we become so comfortable just functioning and not relating? You promised to forsake all others, including yourself. You promised to love, honor, and cherish me. Can you see that in our calendar? Where am I loved, honored, and cherished? How does that look like as far as if we're not getting connection in time? So you might need support in this. If you do, Heart to Heart Counseling Center is here for you. If you're struggling with intimacy and anorexia, you want to definitely get someone who is certified in intimacy and anorexia so that they can intelligently help you. Not just general marriage counseling will help that situation. However we can be of service, let us know. And until next time, take the next right step for yourself.